Yeah, please. Please sit down.
Good afternoon. Sir.
Correct.
Good afternoon. Sir. Thank you.
Naresh,
Yes. Sir.
good. You did your ECE,
Yes. Sir.
huh?
Yes. Sir.
But your performance has gone down from class 10 to class 12. You have very high performance. And when you came to engineering, it came down.
Yes, sir. That was I was into IIT. It's the competitive environment for the first time for me, and there was that is the reason I like the performance was dip in the IITs.
Well, you are giving your interview in English in UPSC?
Yes.
Yes.
You passed out in 2015.
Yes, sir.
So since then, what you are doing? 4 years, 5 years now?
Sir, I worked for 3 years in Citicorp Services India Private Limited. And after that, I started my preparation for UPSC in 2018.
2018.
Yes.
Why you are not happy with your job there? Or?
Sir, one reason was I wanted to pursue my dream, that is civil services. And also, sir, in private sector, I thought the impact is less, where I would not get to work in the grassroots level. So that was the reason I wanted to quit my job and give my full efforts for civil services.
But you could have pursued your dream in 2015 as soon as you passed out from engineering. Why you waited up to 2018?
Sir, that reason was because my family problems. That was the reason I wanted to pursue my job. But after working for some years, I realized that I had to take up my dream. That is the reason I came back.
You took non-engineering subjects in your examination.
Yes.
Political science and international relations.
Yes, sir.
What do you think our relations, India's relations with China today? Are they good? Are they bad?
Sir, currently we are managing our relations with China, where we have common interest. We are cooperating with China, but at the same time we are managing our border disputes with China, and also, sir, we are cooperating in third countries. That is also seen in informal summits between our Prime Minister and Chinese President. So that is the state of affairs between India and China.
But Chinese are encircling us in the peril of harbors. They have put so many harbors around India and encircling India. They are cooperating with Pakistan and encouraging Pakistan to send militants to India. What can we do about it? What should be done?
Sir, Chinese cooperation with Pakistan is well known, and we are also raising the concerns, the cross-border terrorism from Pakistan to China and international fora as well. And Chinese also understand our position. And one example is designating Masood Azhar as a global terrorist, which China has been holding for so long. And the recent decision of FATF also keeping Pakistan in grey list is also the same. We can see the cooperation. So I think we are making progress, and we are exposing Pakistan at the international level, and China also understanding the same, that it cannot shield Pakistan every time.
Okay.
Yeah, in your village, Khasimpalli village.
Yes. I would say before formation of Telangana, ours was village, and now after formation of Telangana, it has become municipal council. That is one change, I would say. And Now, politically, I would say that the opportunities have increased, and there is more focus on the developmental parts, and socially the aspirations have increased for education, and also we are getting health and education facilities in Bhupalpalli itself now. Earlier we had to go till Warangal, and that's how it is.
How frequently were you getting drinking water in the tap at home before and now?
Sir, it was daily we were getting the drinking water before also.
Even before Mission Bhagirath was commissioned?
That there were some interruptions in between, but we usually used to get daily once.
From Singareti colleges?
Yes.
Has the Mission Bhagirath made any change to your village in terms of quality of water and quantity of water that people get?
So there was increase in the number of borewells that I can say.
Do you know what is Mission Bhagirath?
Yes,
What is that?
it is to provide piped drinking water to every household in Telangana.
So did they also drill number of borewells as part of Mission Bhagirath to act as a source? What is the source for Mission Bhagirath drinking water?
Water tanks.
A tank. Where from the original source from where they draw water to the overhead tank?
It is.
Where is the filter plant? You have no idea.
Sir, it is.
All right. But you know Mission Bhagirath?
Yes.
Okay. And the grid?
Yes.
Okay, all right. How many two-bedroom houses were constructed in your area in pursuance of the promise made by the government?
Sir,
Have you heard of two-bedroom housing scheme?
Yes, sir.
What is that scheme?
Sir, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin and Urban, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban.
Okay.
And for the Gramin part, it aimed to provide two-bedroom houses, as you said, to every household. And sir, I have to look into my village statistics for that.
Well, it's okay. But what is the subsidy or free money that is given under Pradhan Mantri Yojana?
Sir, the scheme is called Credit Linked Subsidy Scheme.
Okay.
It has different components, like for lower middle income and middle class income. But sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the exact amount.
So you didn't hear about the free housing to be given by the state government, which our chief minister has announced some time back, that he would give two-bedroom houses to all deserving people. No.
Yes.
All right. You are away from here. Okay, all right. Okay. You know about lift irrigation schemes that are being taken up in the state of Telangana for providing irrigation water, etc.
Yes.
Why were these schemes not taken up by the government before the state was formed?
Sir, the Kaleshwaram project now being taken was already on the cards before the state was formed. But this, because of the conflicts, river water disputes between our state and Maharashtra, that was not been able to complete it. But after formation of Telangana, the government redesigned the project as Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, and also we have been able to convince Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, the adjacent states, so that our project, the Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, can be completed. I think that is the main reason now we are able to complete the projects.
On what basis do we take a decision whether to take up a new project or not?
Sir, I think it's the requirement of the people, and if you talk about a water project or the lift irrigation project, it is because Telangana being the drought-prone area, we wanted water for our farming, agriculture, and drinking water needs. That is the reason we have taken the Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project.
No, specifically I would like to know what kind of analysis is made before a decision to go ahead with any project, be it lift irrigation, be it reservoir, on what basis, of what analysis the project is taken up or dropped?
Sir, I think there is something called detailed project report that is being prepared,
Okay.
and it also contains environmental impact assessment as well. And so I think once these studies.
What is the main analysis that is done? Environmental impact is one, of course,
Yes.
but what is the main analysis? What do you look at before taking up a project? Your company where you are working, do you take up projects?
Yes, sir.
So what do you look at the project before taking up? The
Sir,
cost and the benefit?
Yes, sir. Cost benefit.
So for any project, what do you look at?
It's the cost benefit analysis. Thank you.
What is the plank on which this entire Telangana statehood discourse was, based?
Sir, the whole Telangana movement was based on it's because of the lack of development on the Telangana part, and that is the whole reason for Telangana movements.
So during the course of this Telangana movement, there were three main, I should say, slogans that were, widely circulated, and they became almost like, formula for articulating this entire Telangana statehood movement. What are those three words? You are from Warangal, and I am sure you must have heard about Professor Jayashankar.
Yes, so I think water was one reason why Telangana movement got new. Sir,
How long you have been away from Telangana?
Sir, I would say since graduation, after that work, about 8 years.
About 8 years.
Yes.
So you are not really much familiar with the happenings back home.
I was, sir, but I think I'm
Have
trouble.
you not heard of Jayashankar's three magic words, Nigilu, Nigilu, Niyamaka?
I remember water and yes, sir, funds and functions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not funds and functions. That is different. Context. Functional is funds and functions.
Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
now looking back in retrospect, do you think the state formation is a good thing to have happened, or are all the fears that were expressed during the course of the movement, are they in some form or the other raising their head now?
Without sugar.
Sir, I think the formation of Telangana has been proving good for the people of Telangana, because if we see the developmental prospect on which the whole Telangana movement was based, it is now one of the fastest growing state in the country. Also, it is being portrayed as number one in ease of doing business, and also we are improving on social indicators, be it the education and health. And I think if we look at the governance, we are also making progress and in various Niti Aayog reports, and I think it is a good thing that Telangana has.
No, in the context of so much of technology infusion into governance process,
Yes.
was there really a need to create so many districts in Telangana? When the state was formed, it was 10 districts.
10 districts.
Now it is 33.
Yes.
Now with so much of technology available, e-governance initiatives and all that, is there really a need to create so many districts, almost 3 times, 10 multiplied by 3, 33
Yes.
districts have come up. So, how do you look at it?
Sir, I think the formation of new district is based on one, people's aspirations, so that governance can be taken to reach the people. And sir, as you said, the technology we are using.
No, that part we can short circuit through technology, isn't it? Intervention of technology. If
Yes.
the intention was to take it to the doorsteps, now Internet of Things, you just, Internet is available, you can open a laptop or whatever, or even mobile phone. All citizen services are available. So where was the physical need, to functionary to go to a particular house, knock his door, come on, here is your ration, or here is your this one, that one, and things like that.
Yes, sir. So we are using technology in a big way, but I think still there is a gap because we have still digital literacy still has to penetrate into the rural areas. And also, sir, we are a democratic country, and we need to empower people with power for them and by them. So I think carving many districts will also help in empowering people, especially if you take about the 73rd and 74th Amendment and the women candidates.
But creating more districts, does it not cost more administrative cost? Does it not increase the administrative cost? You will have to have more government officers, more collectors, more SPs, and down the line, so many, government functionaries. It raises the cost of administration, isn't it?
Sir, I think that can be removed or taken care by one technology, and second, once we reach to the people, the after cost, that is, if it wasn't been done, that can be removed, and I think that is where we will be saving the money in delivering services. That can be compensated by the smaller districts.
You studied political science and international relations.
Yes.
Being an engineering graduate. An IIT alumni or student.
Sir, one reason was when I wanted to prepare for civil services, I had looked at the syllabus of different subjects, and political science and international relations subjects that interested me because being a scientific and dynamic subject, and it interested me a lot. And also, sir, it helps in comprehending the concepts of other subjects as well. And also, sir, covering 5 years of my graduation degree will be more time taking than covering political science subject.
Oh, really? You have been studying engineering, BE, BTech and all that for all 5 years, and you wanted to do political science all over again.
Sir, one reason is it helps in the other subjects, and also I was interested in international relations as well. So because of my
since
interest,
you say you have some interest in international relations, I am really keen to know about the developments of Brexit.
yes, sir.
As an Indian citizen, should I be interested in Brexit, or should it really concern me whether Britain should be part of European Union or not?
Sir,
Can I be indifferent to the whole issue?
sir, as an Indian or an Indian government, we should be concerned about Brexit, sir, because EU, when UK is part of EU is one of the larger trading partner for India, and also it's one of the major investment partner for India, and also, sir, our companies are seen UK as gateway for EU. So that is the reason we should be concerned about Brexit.
Your hobbies, you say you watch Telugu movies
Yes.
in Chennai. But
Yes.
if your Telugu movies get released, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There.
Of late, what is the latest movie you have seen?
Sir, I have seen Aravinda Sameta, that was in 2018.
Tell me, movies really serve any purpose other than just the entertainment?
Sir, I think movies reflect the society, our customs and tradition.
Do they?
Yes,
I
sir.
wonder.
Sir, of late, if we see,
Do they really? I mean, look at any heroine. The way she is dressed, does it reflect the country's culture, tradition, or anything? She seems just out of the world kind of a character. The way she speaks, the way she behaves,
sir,
the kind of things that a hero does is totally antisocial, and there is hero worship. A time was when actors like N.T. Ramarao, Nageshwar Rao, and all that they were like Maryada Purushottams. They were quintessential gentlemen.
yes,
And people could look at them and imbibe a few good things. But today you see Allu Arjun or somebody, they are all antithetical to the image of a good person. And there is so much of fan following. So do they really serve any purpose other than producers just making more money and selling dreams?
sir. I would say there are changes are happening where more society-oriented scripts are coming up in Telugu industry, and also more women-oriented movies are also coming up, and I think they are making
Okay.
changes.
Mr. Naresh,
Yes,
you got another hobby called teaching.
yes,
So what do you teach?
sir. I did not do formal teaching, but I taught mathematics for my sister's kids and the neighboring kids at my homes.
So it's your options are very peculiar. So often of your service.
Yes,
So you didn't opt for IPS and security commissioner in Group A Railway Protection Force.
yes.
So is it because of your height or maybe color blindness?
It's because of my height, sir.
On the height.
Yes,
You studied in APS WREI.
yes.
What is exactly this?
Sir, it is Andhra Pradesh Social Welfare Residential Educational Institution Society.
Okay.
So it was formed by the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh government to provide education to the weaker sections of the society.
So who was instrumental to formulate this institution? Who was the person instrumental for this?
Sir, it was former bureaucrat Shankaran who got this
What
idea.
is his full name? At least initials, remember?
Yes, sir.
SR Shankaran. Yes, SR Shankaran.
So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It was his brainchild of.
So, let us assess the contribution of SR Sankaran to our administration as a bureaucrat.
Sir, he was called a People's IAS officer, and apart from education, sorry, I'm not able to recall.
You got a prize in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Scholarship.
Yes, yes,
Now, let us think about Ambedkar. Ambedkar came from a very poor family,
yes,
and he came from a working type of people. So, the Mahar community.
yes,
So, they were subjected for so much punishment or maybe suppression in the society.
yes,
It will be surprising to see Dr. Ambedkar coming from such circumstances. He was not in favor of Karl Marx. Are you aware of this?
yes,
Very aware, right?
yes.
So why Ambedkar? Normally he must go with the philosophy of Marxism. But he didn't approve the philosophy of Karl Marx.
Yes, sir.
So, why is it so? Anyway, Ambedkar embraced Buddhism.
Yes, sir.
You are aware of that?
Yes, sir.
And along with Ambedkar, few lakhs of people also embraced.
Yes.
And Ambedkar is a big icon
Yes.
to the lower sections of the society.
Yes.
But one peculiar feature what I observe is they receive all the people, they receive the benefits. On the 14th of April, they go and they put a garden and all this Hangama will be done.
Yes.
It's being done. But most of the people, they are not going by the word of Ambedkar. So Ambedkar embraced Buddhism, but you find after that you don't find many people embracing Buddhism. So why they want only benefits and not the ideology of this great person?
Sir, Ambedkar fought for the removal of untouchability, and he fought for annihilation of caste. But so that was the reason he was. So he used to say he was born as Hindu, but he didn't want to die as Hindu. So that was the reason he embraced Buddhism. But over the course of our nation, there are many changes happened, and the lower caste have improved their status vis-a-vis upper caste. So I think that is the reason they were continuing. And also, sir, if we see the caste system still continuing in our country because it is serving our interests and our needs. So I think that is the reason we are still continuing with our caste system.
Okay. So can you throw some light on the contribution of Ambedkar for the empowerment of women?
So,
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll go to another more current issue.
yes,
The CAA, NPR, NRC,
yes,
all three-letter words.
yes,
BJP, another three-letter word.
yes.
What is the obsession with all this? And all of us are engaged. You think we're a good topic to all of us get engaged in this and wasting our time, or is it meaningful?
Sir, I think the Citizenship Amendment Act was the enabling provision to fast track the citizenship for certain communities of our neighboring countries. And so it was done based on humanitarian concerns. And I think it was needed. And also, sir, this protest and all, because there is lot of misinformation going on in the be it the social media or outside, and I think the government should come up with clear facts, saying that what all is actual provisions of CAA and what is the relationship between CAA, NPR, and NRC, and if it comes to NPR, the National Population Register, it was already conducted once in 2010, and this is as part of the census, before census exercise that we are conducting NPR to calculate all the residents of our country. And National Register of Indian Citizens is provided in our Citizenship Amendment Act. Amendment Act of 2003, and every sovereign country has the right in deciding its citizens. But I think at this moment we should since we have a president in Assam, we should think about how we are going to implement our NRC.
Since you are a political science student and international relations is of interest to you,
Yes.
what has the government achieved by getting into this, where within the country they seem to be losing ground. Globally, the image of the country is getting tarnished. Is it good politics, good international relations? What is it that the government is achieving?
Sir, I think our image has not tarnished
Okay.
globally
Huh.
because our actions on CAA is wholly seen as internal matter of India, and also there is support from global countries for parliamentary democracy, and they have said they have full faith in our democracy.
No, the United Nations General Secretary himself has said. United Nations General Secretary himself has said, which represents how many countries?
It's 193.
So where are the supporters for us then?
Sir, I think the comments made by United Nations General Secretary is we have to see in the context of the changes happening, probably because of the protests happening in our country. But a vibrant and large democracy like ours sees protests as deepening of democracy, and our democracy is capable of handling these protests or comments from outside, be it the United Nations General Secretary or outside countries. So I think we will be able to handle this.
So the more vibrant, the more vocal the protest, the larger the detention camps and more number of people are going into jails. Not democracy is not becoming vibrant.
More violence.
Sir, I think so. We have not yet talked of about detention center, but while implementing this CAA, NPR, and NRC, we should be more careful and while drafting the rules. And also we have the judiciary, which is independent, which can come to the rescue when it comes to fundamental rights of citizens.
Okay, I think we'll go back to your electrical engineering and engineering. There are some more, alphabets I'll tell you. AI,
Yes,
IoT,
yes,
ML.
yes.
Do they mean anything to you now as an engineer? Or what should the country be engaged with these initials also along with the other initials I've said? And how prepared are we, to utilize the opportunities that these initials give engineering students? Are there anything happening in this?
Yes, sir. So artificial intelligence, the government has announced a national mission for artificial intelligence, and also we have announced national mission on quantum computing, IoT, and 5G technologies, which will be helpful in implementing IoT technologies. And so I think we are making progress because we were left out of the first three industrial revolutions. And being a demographic dividend country, we have decided that we should not be left out of fourth industrial revolution. So that is the reason government has allocated money, and Niti Aayog has also come out with a paper on AI, and so government has formulated a national mission also on AI. So I think we are in that directions.
One more about Warangal.
Yes.
This Medaram Jatra.
Yes.
You're familiar, you've gone and seen anytime.
Yes.
What is its significance, and do you think we should be making a big show of it, presenting culture and all that? Is the government right in doing all that?
So the Medaram Jatara happens once in 2 years, celebrated by the Koya communities, Koya tribes. It is one of the largest congregations of in Asian region. But I think portraying our culture is a good thing because people can connect to, and it also showcases our rich tradition of our state. I think it is correct in doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah, Naresh, I could see your answers are to large extent are okay.
Yes.
But only thing is you have to use the words properly. Certain, the entire your response is getting changed by using that. Like, I can quote you an example. Are the movies reflect, are the movies are good or bad, something like that.
Yes.
Your reply was immediately, movies reflect our culture and tradition. You can say some of the movies reflect our culture, but not all the movies. So don't use movies reflect our culture. Some of the movies, yes, they reflect. Some of the movies only for entertainment. Some of the movies have a message to convey. Like, different movies are there.
Yes.
You should use that word. Don't put all of them into one bracket. That is. Second thing, I could see you are little confused about the CAA, NRC and NRA. There are amendments which are given, which is bothering not only common man, your lawyers today, the professors in the law universities, they are talking about it. Go through that carefully.
Sure.
Because earlier census never asked you to prove it's a voluntary. They come to your house. Whatever information you give, they note. Today it's not the same. According to this amendment,
Yes.
you are supposed to prove your residence here. You stayed here. What is your place of birth? What is your place of your father's birth? What is the place of your mother's birth? That is the columns given.
That is in the NPR.
Yeah,
Yes.
and in case this will go to Tahsildar. One of the Nalsa University professor was giving a big thing. In case a Tahsildar says, no, I don't believe this. What is the remedy you have? Earlier you don't have. It's not that simple. It's not that simple census. That's why my suggestion is go through this carefully
Sure, sir.
before formulating your answers. And I could see that you are contradicting your own way because you are not clear. Naturally, you will say CAA and NRC and NRD. You have a clarity on this subject.
Sure, sir.
One point is always clear. Whoever tells in India today, there is no proper communication or education of the masses
Yes.
on this. That's a point.
Yes.
That's everybody takes it.
Yes.
What is to be done, that's a different matter.
Yes.
But within this procedure which is laid down today is not the same as you think, which was done earlier. Earlier census are taken,
Yes.
but they are taken in a different way. These census are going to be in a different way. That difference we have to.
It's change,
Why
changes,
the friction is coming?
changes are made in the NPR
Why the
questions.
why there is so much of protest? There is something wrong. That has to be addressed.
Yes.
The government can turn back and say, look, in conducting census, it will be followed as it's followed last census. All the problem will be over.
Yes.
Like that, I'm going one example.
Yes.
I think, what is the Citizenship Act 4 and Clause 4, I think that's the one which is dealing with this.
Yes.
Go through this wording carefully.
Sure, sir.
Then you will be able to answer them properly.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, you are cheerful, good, and your general awareness of bigger issues is also good.
Yes.
Though it requires some kind of better comprehension and analysis
Yes.
before you answer. But as an educated person, especially from a weaker section colony, you are expected to know and have concern for the problems of the people who reside in your native village, native district, and what government is trying to do
Yes.
to alleviate these problems.
Yes.
While you are better off now with engineering background and a good job in Chennai, but you should not forget about the roots.
Yes.
So therefore, you should keep yourself abreast of the developmental program schemes. You may not be interested in Telangana government or Andhra government. It's okay, doesn't matter.
Yes.
But your parents, your neighborhood, what are the concerns and what is being done and what exactly is required to be done in future
Yes.
should be a cause of concern for you, not only as a person from that area, but also as a prospective civil servant.
Yes.
So if you say I don't know, it will not be appreciated. For 2-3 questions, if you say answers, give answers saying I do not know, it's okay. But then you will ultimately get into a complicated situation where the interviewer, would take you to his side. Instead of asking questions about your village, he will ask something else, which you will not be able to answer at all. So if you are clear about these fundamentals, you can attract further questions on these basic strengths,
Yes.
which anybody would have with some preparation.
Yes.
Okay, so have this as your strategy instead of saying I do not know.
Sure.
Okay,
Yes.
that will help you substantially.
Sure.
Good luck.
I would have expected you to be more grounded in your own native state issues. In fact, Telangana agitation is one of the very unique kind of
Yes,
agitation
sir.
in the post-independent India.
Yes.
One of the most non-violent and most democratic, constitutionally valid movement. And most of the concerns and apprehensions that were raised during the course of this movement, such as it will lead to balkanization of the country, more and more demands for smaller states will come, Naxalites will raise their head again, and all kinds of stuff was piloted during those days. But all those fears are now not there.
Yes.
That's why I asked, have all those fears now raised their head? Nothing of that sort has happened.
Yes.
Now we are into the 6th year of Telangana formation. How many new state demands have come? Nothing.
Nothing. Yes.
Even recently during that, what is that, in West Bengal,
Gorkha.
Gorkha thing also. Through an arrangement, the entire movement was subsided.
Yes.
See, so the uniqueness of the Telangana movement, the way it was, whole thing was orchestrated, the way, it was planned, executed so neatly without a single person dying. So these are all very unique things in a post-independent India. It's a very significant. You see, it's not like Ghar Ka Murgi Dal Barabar, just because we are all from Telangana, we can't play it down.
Yes.
In fact, it deserves lots of pages in history.
Yes.
History of Indian history, post-independent history.
Yes.
So that is the significance, and you should be you should take pride in saying that
Yes.
as a Telangana person.
Yes.
So you are totally removed from your roots.
I need to go through.
Yeah, you are totally removed from your roots.
You're in the heart of the Telangana actually.
Yes.
And Warangal is the place,
That is.
Orugallu is Porugadda. And it has produced Jaishankar, a person stalwart like Jaishankar, who gave 3 magic words. I'm so surprised you are not even aware of those 3 magic words. If not the entire Telangana movement and
So at
history.
least you might have studied
The nuances.
from the time you got the results.
Yes, I need to
No,
go through.
actually, you may not like to look back your past.
Yeah.
It's okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's okay.
As long as you are well placed, you are happy, you are married, settled down, and in the Sanskritization process, you have come up in hierarchy, good, that's okay. Since you want to get into civil services, you are expected to show concern, otherwise, you will not be a good civil servant. Therefore, we are suggesting that we should know.
Sure.
That is the purpose.
Yes.
Sir.
One thing, as sir said, roots are very, very important.
Yes.
So you got into IIT and you got very good job. That's fine. But as sir said, sir talked about the local issues. Sir asked about the state issues. I talked about the personality.
Yes.
Now this is all to bring you to your notice that the other side is also very important.
Yes.
So first of all, we must be thankful to the people who brought this type of institution. Without the APS, WRE, you see the many people got benefited out of this institution.
Yes.
You agree with me?
Yes.
So we must pay respect to the person.
Yes.
And again, when you come as a bureaucrat, he was a bureaucrat.
Yes.
So we must understand who the ideal bureaucrat. Undoubtedly, S.R. Sankaran is one of the topmost bureaucrats
Yes.
who dedicated the life for the common people.
Come on.
You agree with me?
Yes.
So is it not our duty to learn about it?
Yes.
This is where you fail. And second aspect is you got the scholarship from Dr. Ambedkar, isn't it?
Yes.
That means in the name of Dr. Ambedkar, you got the scholarship.
Yes.
And we Dr. Ambedkar is the very tallest person in Indian struggle for
Yes.
the human rights.
Human rights.
Okay. So there we must be aware of his philosophy.
Yes.
His philosophy. So one thing is, it's very clear. Buddha and Karl Marx, he wrote a book. There he opposed Karl Marx. He supported Buddhism and he converted to Buddhism.
Yes.
But today what we have observed is the people who got all the benefits, but now they are all silent about his philosophy. Now there we must rethink about it.
Yes.
Rethink about whether we are paying tributes to the great person of Islam. So that's why I brought these things, so that whether we are aware of. So these are the areas. These are the areas because when we are coming from the lower sections, we should not be uprooted.
Yes.
So this is what the people will think about it.
Sure.
Okay, take care of these things.
Sure.
I think rest of the things, as sir said, you got a very good expressive face. You are smiling all the time, but only the sitting part. So that is just like you put your hands like that from the right from the beginning only. You didn't change that posture. So that's not giving the correct posture. So go back,
Sit erect.
sit erect, and put your hands.
Easy. Mom,
Easy.
if you sit at home, what you will do? You will do like this?
No.
No?
No, the hands up here, just you got some problem with your hand. Okay, so don't put these things out here.
Stiff.
Just take and have.
Oh, that's
Like
it.
this?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Naturally
that's
way.
fine. That's fine. Okay, that's what I have done.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to tell that you look stiff throughout.
You can use your arm.
Arm.
Chair. No, that also. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
also-
yeah.
That's
Perfect.
also possible.
But I was told when I put like this.
No, not necessarily. You can, if you are comfortable here, you can do this. If you are comfortable here, you can do this. But don't, don't be stiff like this.
Rest your arms first.
You are putting like this and dancing like Pailwan. He always does this. That's not required.
Ease.
Just release your tension. Take a deep breath in case you feel tensed up like that. Then automatically you cool down.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
When is the interview?
March 16th.
16th. Oh, plenty of time. You can prepare well on all these issues, in fact.
Sure.
All the best.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.